quickly, before they all come back and you know who comes on and takes over, I have got news and you are not going to believe it.
Well, I've got news too, before anybody else comes back in.
I said it first.
But mine's top secret.
No, it's mine.
Mine is the sort of news that could cause murder if anyone, and you know who I mean by anyone, found out about it.
So it's mine. I just said that to you. And if I don't get my news in now, I won't be able to tell you at all.
Well, you could ring me after rehearsal.
You know me. I won't be able to hold it in all the way through rehearsal. I'm a blurter. If I don't say it out now, I'll just blurt it out in the middle of a scene.
So why did you pick on me? I mean, you know I can't keep a secret. Save my life. That's how I'm still with the useless lump. I mean, if I could keep my mouth shut, Vicky would have never found out that we'd snogged at the Christmas party 15 years ago. And she would be the one looking after the house full of kids and his bloody mother. But oh no, not me. I had to blurt it to her on New Year's Eve.
You know, I always wondered how she found out.
I bloody told her. I mean, she only said Happy New Year and out it come. I mean, she kicked him out. He moved in with me and 15 years later, here we are. He's on lockdown in a luxury timeshare in the Isle of Wight with a bloody jacuzzi. And I'm here up to my eyes with his kids and mother. I mean, did you know I'm not allowed to speak for half the afternoon because she does a meditation class with her WI group? I mean, how stinks of patchouli oil and burnt strawberry jam?
Or a meditation class.
Well, not the strawberry jam. That's just because she found a box of manky strawberries in the fridge and decided to make jam and then buggered off to meditate and forgot about them. We nearly had to send for the fire brigade. But fortunately, little George had to make a home fire extinguisher for his chemistry homework, so we were able to douse the flames.
Oh, well, there we are then. That's buggered that up now.
Oh, sorry.
I can't do secrets now if people are just going to start turning up again.
Oh, do you want me to go again?
No, she doesn't. Stop being so rude, Moira. It's not very welcoming to new members.
Well, I am sorry, but I had secret news and it can't be a secret if loads of people know.
It's not loads of people. It's only Susie. And maybe she can keep a secret.
I can. But Anthony can't. And I always end up telling him everything because he's got very persuasive eyes.
What?
What? His eyes. When they're not all runny from one of his allergies, they're very persuasive and deep. And he always knows when I've got a secret and drags it out of me. He's very magnetic when he's not sniffing.
You must see more in him than I do.
So does anybody want to know my secret then?
Nobody seemed that interested in mine.
There's only me here. What do you mean, nobody?
I'm interested.
I don't know if we can trust you. I mean, you've already said you can't keep a secret.
So have you.
That's not the point. You know I can't keep a secret.
Oh, I don't care who can't keep their big old mouth shut. I spoke to Peggy.
What? Why did you do that?
Because?
Who's Peggy?
She's Peggy. Peggy. You know, Peggy's Players. It's her company. I mean, well, it was her company until Vicky took over.
Oh, until Vicky kicked her out, you mean?
No.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Well, it is true. Oh, hang on, there's somebody else coming back now. Say nothing, right? Say nothing. Nothing.
Say nothing about what?
Vicky kicking Peggy out of her own company.
No.
Yes.
How do you know?
Moira told me.
You're right. She is a blurter. At least I only succumbed to Anthony's coal black eyes.
Andy!
Well, it's only Dwayne, isn't it?
Yes, hello, and me. I heard it as well.
Yeah, me. Me.
Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? Now, everyone knows that Vicky didn't tell Peggy that she was doing this play online, so Peggy wouldn't be able to take part. And that's all I'm saying about that.
I thought she couldn't use Zoom.
No, that's the thing. The sheltered accommodation's been running computer classes. She knows all about Zooming and Facebook timing and Skyping and things, so she could easily have done it. Oh, damn, Anthony, you're good. I see what you mean about his persuasive eyes, Suze. Don't look at him, Sandy. He'll have your secret out of you in a minute.
Does everyone here have a secret?
No, just me and Moira.
What's yours then, Sand?
You know.
Do I?
Yes.
What one's that now then?
You know.
Oh, right. The one I promised not to tell anyone, no matter what.
That's it.
The one about Jez moving in with you. Oh, damn. Oh, his eyes are good. One look and I was like, putty. I couldn't have kept that secret if my life depended on it.
Oh, sorry, my nasal spray misfired and I think I squirted myself. I think I'm blind.
Oh, try some of your eye wash, or the drops they gave you in the chemist, or the ointment from the doctor. Oh, well, at the last resort, there's the powdered chicken beak lotion from that shaman you could try. I know it was for boils, but he said it would work for any irritation.
Oh, perhaps I should try it on Tony.
On. In all the medical kerfuffle, I think we missed something. Now, I know I'm only a newcomer, but aren't you shacked up with Tony?
Nice way of putting it. And yes, I am cohabiting with Tony.
So what are you doing cohabitating with Jez?
I'm not cohabitating with Jez.
But he is living with you.
No, he's temporarily staying here. I mean, I couldn't leave him on his own after the bucket thing, could I? He's had to change his bandages 3 times a day, and you know he's got short arms. He can hardly reach.
Hello, everyone. Here I am. I'm sorry I'm a bit late, but I'm here now. Here talking with you in my own house where I'm all on my own.
Yeah, I think the cat is out of the bag on that one, pal. We all know you're living with Sandy.
Only in the most platonic way. I mean, there's no way I'd do anything. Well, not with Sandy. I mean, not, you know.
I think we get the picture.
Well, thank you for getting that out of the way so quickly.
Well, not that I wouldn't. I mean, I'd love to, but, you know.
Oh,
it's
is
just...
it always like this?
Yeah.
Look, just make sure Tony doesn't find out about this. I know he looks like he doesn't care, but he's really a seething mass of jealousy and insecurity. He goes up the wall if he knew that Jez was staying here. I mean, he's convinced that I'd leave him at a drop of a hat.
Why is that then?
Because I would leave him at a drop of a hat. But nobody has actually dropped their hat in a very long time. And I'm stuck here with him. I mean, he really wouldn't understand Jez being here.
I really don't understand.
No, I don't think anyone ever understands. After the second production with this lot, I find you pretty much just give up. Or you get dragged into their sordid sexual shenanigans. And frankly, I got dragged just for the shenanigans, mind you. I don't get caught up in all the sexual stuff because...
I'm sorry, but I feel I need to butt in here because I need to point out that I'm not actually in the market for any shenanigans, sexual or any kind, because I'm studying for my HND in textiles art. This is a propeller for a helicopter. And it's really taking up a lot of my energy at the moment.
I didn't know there'd be shenanigans at all. In fact, when Susie suggested that we try out theatre, I think I specifically said something about that and said that I want nothing to do with that kind of thing. You know, I've seen Noises Off, and I know the sort of thing that happens in theatre.
And I told you that there wouldn't be sex stuff unless you specifically opened yourself to it, which with the allergies was not likely to happen.
I've told you before, I can't help my allergies. You know I get a rash when I'm under pressure.
Oh, I know.
I don't quite know what all this has got to do with sex.
Look, can we just stop talking about sex, please? Tony's going to be on here in any minute. He just texted me to say he was trying to get a signal. And I don't want to be talking about sex when he drops in.
Oh, he's here. Here.
Hi, Tony.
Hi,
Hello, Tony.
Sam.
Hello, Tony.
Can you hear me?
Hiya, love.
Oh, there we are then. That'll give it away. She's not called him love since 2008.
What's the matter? Who's died?
Right.
Well, you haven't called me love since 2008. And that was because you lost my credit card through Georgie's paper shredder. Something bad has happened.
Nothing bad has happened. I'm just pleased to see you.
Well, don't get used to it. There's a storm brewing and I can only get signal outside. So if it all goes dark, it's either that my battery's run out or I've been struck by lightning. Either way, someone will have to say my lines. And what was all that about sex?
No, fair play. He doesn't miss a trick, does he?
Don't you believe it?
There was no sex talk. And just for the record, I'm saying that very much from the comfort of my own home.
Bloody hell! What the hell have you got on top of your head?
Bandages. I'm very tender after my surgery.
Oh, you a bucketectomy.
It's not a laughing matter. It's going to take weeks for all my hair to grow back. It's a good job I'm furlonged. I can't get to show my face outside my house. I mean, outside my house, my very own house, which is anywhere near anyone else's house, especially Sandy's house. It's nowhere near it.
Are you all right? Is he
He's
all
fine.
right?
He's fine. Look, can we just stop talking about Jez, please, and get on with the rehearsal?
No Andrew and Georgie then?
Well, in fairness, we don't need them now. We've got Susie and Anthony. They're nearly as entertaining.
They were coming this evening, but Andrew got confused printing out their scripts. And now they're knee-deep in pages. And the battery has run down on his laptop, so he can't get online.
Well, can't he just plug it in?
No, because he's loaned the adapter to his mother. She's afraid the battery in her pacemaker's going to die, and she wants to be able to give it a bit of a boost.
Did she actually do that? Because Mr. Patel had to go into hospital and be put on a charger thing for that to happen. Apparently, he almost died.
Because his battery went.
Well, no, because Mrs. Patel tipped a cup of tea over the charging machine and it sort of went a bit haywire. Apparently, if she hadn't been wearing her wellies, we'd have lost them both. As it was, Mr. Patel's turban was a bit singed, so that was the only casualty. Well, that and Mrs. Patel's cup of tea, which was mostly lost.
Okay. Sorry I'm late. Can we get started, please?
Oh, hello, Vicky. Nice to see you too. Sorry we're late. Oh, no, we weren't.
Well, technically speaking, you were, Tony.
Oh, bugger off, you.
All right, I'm sorry I'm a bit late. There was something going on in the middle of town and I couldn't get past. I've been stuck in a traffic jam for the last hour. I don't know what was going on, but there were a lot of blue lights.
Ah.
Ah?
Oh, I think that'll be the theatre. They were sending for the emergency services when I left.
This is going to be an animal story. I'm going to have to take a quick antihistamine.
The animals are nowhere bloody near you.
He's incredibly allergic.
He's a bloody medical miracle. God, like Jez, how many people have been scalped by a bucket of bloody papier-mâché?
Look, it's hardly a laughing matter. There's no guarantee it'll grow back.
Why were the police at the theatre?
Not so much police as ambulance and animal control.
What?
Well, it turns out that although Eddie the Eagle, who is actually a hawk, but isn't actually called that because Eddie the Hawk doesn't roll off the tongue quite as nice. Anyway, he managed to clean up the rodent problem pretty well. But the downside is the excess meat he's been consuming has heightened his natural aggression. And apparently too much meat can have the unfortunate side effect of increasing a hawk's equivalent of testosterone.
Oh, it's the same with Tony. I mean, a whiff of rump steak and I'm fighting him off all night. I mean, it's why we largely stick to corn.
Oh,
Can I finish?
Please do.
So, anyway, Eddie and Alan,
Alan, who's Alan again?
The squirrel. I wish you would keep up, Moira.
It's just going on much longer because I can feel my hives coming up.
Look, do you want to know or not?
No.
Well, stick yourself on mute then.
Well, that won't strictly help him, but anyway, look, where to was I now?
Telling us who Alan is.
Ah, yes, right. Well, Alan, that's the squirrel, him and Eddie have got quite a little friendship going on. They've set up a little love nest in the lighting gantry, and what with all the extra hawk hormones, they weren't too keen to move out.
Great. So they called the police and animal control and they got them out. Thank you for the update. Right, let's get on with the rehearsal.
No, that's not it. The police were there first, then the ambulance.
You've lost me now.
Well, Harry...
Who works on the bin lorries for the council but has been seconded to social services.
That's him. Harry, who owns Eddie, thought it was time to go and take him home. But Eddie had different ideas. And when Harry opened the theatre doors, Eddie dive-bombed him and almost took his eye out with a stray rabbit tail. He said it was like being a Battle of Britain pilot with a Fokker coming at you.
Bloody hell.
Yes, and to make matters worse, Alan, that's the squirrel, remember, he had made good use of the spare time in the theatre to perfect his hawk riding skills. And he was on Eddie's back, pelting poor old Harry with bits of dead rabbit and squirrel. There were two little Fokkers coming at him, and he wasn't in good shape when they pulled him out.
So what happened?
Oh, I don't know. When I left, the police were sending to Cardiff for one of those remote control robots to send in. It's feral in there now. I mean, I can't see yourself getting it back, to be honest.
Is it break time yet?
No, we haven't done anything yet.
Well, that's not our fault, is it? Give old Peggy a due. We all started on time with her.
Anyone seen Peggy lately, like Vicky?
No. Should I have?
No, just like, wondered if you'd seen her. Like when you went round to pick up the dagger you'd stuck in her back.
What?
Nothing. Oh, nothing. No, nothing at all.
Good. Can we go from page 35, please?
Is that the scene on the moors?
No, it's a scene where Heathcliff goes for tea with Kathy and Edgar.
Page 35.
Yes. It starts with, will you take more tea, Mr. Heathcliff?
Well, not in my script. In my script, Kathy says, the wind is as wild as the look in your eyes, as black as coal.
Coal, aye, but not so dark as the aching hole in tut heart when since you said you'd not be mine, Catherine, ain't you?
No, Heathcliff, those words were never mine. My heart has been yours since Tuesday night when my uncle brought you home from the fair.
With your candy floss and your goldfish in a plastic bag.
No, Cindy, that's not the right place, and that's not your character, and we are not doing bloody Gone with the Wind.
Well, it's in my script.
Have you got your scripts? Have you got your Nan's script, love?
Yeah.
Well, that's it then. I mean, they've always print out bigger because of her glaucoma. You need to go on about 40 pages.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm not in this scene.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, you could have told me you wrote it.
Really? I thought Peggy wrote it.
I adapted it.
From Peggy's shit to your shit.
We'll go from the top of the page. Now, remember, the atmosphere is really tense because Heathcliff has gone to visit Edgar and Kathy and Isabella, and they are all on edge.
Why?
It doesn't matter why, they just are. On the top of the page, please, Susie. Anthony, where have you gone now?
Just getting an extra tissue in case my sinuses suddenly clear.
Oh, God. Susie, when you're ready.
Will you make more tea, Mr. Heathcliff?
It's take more tea.
Oh, it says make in my script.
Well, that's clearly a spelling mistake, isn't it?
Well, not clearly, no. She could be asking him to make more tea.
They have servants. She would hardly be inviting him around and then expect him to make the tea, would she?
Good.
And she might. I mean, I'm a servant. I mean, I might not be there, so maybe I'm on a day off or something. I mean, she needs a little bit of help in the kitchen, so she's asked Heathcliff to help her carry the tea tray or something like that.
Doesn't need a bit of help in the kitchen, Sandy. It's a spelling mistake.
Ah, must have been Peggy.
It doesn't matter who it was, Tony. It's a mistake. Now, can we please start again from your line, please, Susie? Will you take more tea, Mr. Heathcliff?
Will you take more tea, Mr. Heathcliff?
Now, am I nodding here, Vicky? Because if you remember last week, you seemed to want Heathcliff to be quite noddy, and frankly, if that's the case, I'm going to have to move back from my desk, because the swelling has only just gone down from all the banging.
Shut up, Tony.
I didn't say anything.
Good.
No, Simon, you don't need to nod because you have a line. You don't nod as well as say a line.
Fine, I just wanted to check.
What's wrong now?
I was waiting for Susie's line.
I said it.
Yes, but not now.
No, I said it before.
Could you please say it again? I need a lead into my line.
Right, well, will you take more tea, Mr. Heathcliff?
No.
Will you take more tea, Mr. Earnshaw?
Dwayne,
Hello?
that's you.
No, I don't think so. I am Hayton.
Yes, that's Mr. Earnshaw.
Is it? Oh, you should have said. I'd have listened if I'd known I was in this bit. What was the line?
Oh, do you want tea?
Oh, I'd love one, thanks, Moira. I didn't know we were stopping already.
We're not. Oh, dear God. The line is, will you make tea, Mr. Earnshaw?
I thought it was take tea.
It is. Just read the bloody line.
Thought I was.
No, this is really good. This is better than actual rehearsals.
As we seem to have come to a bit of a halt, I was wondering if it was a good time just to ask a quick question.
No, piss off.
Can it wait, Jez? It would really be nice to get maybe one scene done before we run out of time.
Okay. It's just that I wondered, if we...
Do you know this was so much easier when you were just an arrogant git? You just wondered what?
Well, I wondered... well, do I actually have a part?
We've all wondered that, mate.
Of course you've got a part. Well, you know who you are.
No, I don't, actually.
We've been rehearsing for a month. How do you not know who you are, Jez?
Well, I just kept thinking we'd probably get to my scenes next week.
Didn't you read the script?
I did, but I could never find my name.
So what is your name?
I don't know. Well, you never gave me one. You just told me who I wasn't playing. Well, I think you just forgot to tell me who I was playing.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You're servant number 2.
Oh, hang on. No. I think you'll find that I am servant number 2.
Really?
Yeah, you said I am all the minor characters. And servant number 2 is definitely a minor character because he is on the front page of minor characters.
Okay, Jez. You're servant number 3.
On the list.
Servant number 4.
On the list.
Servant number 5.
On the list.
6, 7, 8.
On
A
the
list, I know. Jez, you're farmhand number 13.
Oh, not on the list.
No, not in the script either, but never mind, it's fine.
Right. From your line, please, Susie.
Will you take some more tea, Mr. Heathcliff?
No.
Will you take some more tea, Brother Edgar?
Thank you for your kindness, my sweet sister. Isabella.
What is that?
Well, it's a list.
I'm sorry, I put that badly. I know it's a lisp. What I don't know is what the actual fudge it's doing in my play.
Well, I thought it was Peggy's play.
Shut up, Tony.
I thought it added to the character, made me a bit more wimpy.
Now, can you be even any more wimpy?
It doesn't. It's gone.
But
Lose the lisp, Anthony, or I'll stick a gerbil through your letterbox.
my allergies.
Or just say the bloody line without the lisp.
Will you take some more tea, Brother Edgar?
Thank you for your pie, my sweet sister Isabella.
Will you take some more tea, Mr. Earnshaw?
Oh, I will. Thank you for your kindness, Mrs. Linton.
Dwayne, what's that?
What's what?
That in your hand.
My tea.
But she didn't hand you a bloody great mug. She handed you a delicate cup.
Well, I don't have a delicate cup, do I? So you'll have to make do with my mug.
Isabella Linton would not give a guest a clod-dopping great mug of tea.
Well, she would if she lived in my house.
I've got a nice teacup. I could go and get it.
No, that won't help, Des, because...
No. Look, it's fine. I know exactly where it is. It's okay.
No, Jez, it won't help.
Oh, let him go. It's not as if he got any lines, is he?
Well, at least he doesn't die on page 4 like some people.
Yeah, and he's not a man.
I think he might be, actually.
Oh, leave him alone. He can't help it.
Can't help what?
Hey! What the bloody hell are you doing in my house?